Welcome back, Spooky Fam, to Chamber of Horrors. I'm Mercy Desdemona, and today we are going to be talking about the Blackwell Ghost series. Now, this series is broken up into 8 parts so far. At the end of episode 8, we are teased that it's to be continued. And I hope so, because I definitely hate cliffhangers. Now, when you first watch this one, it's really interesting because it's very minimalistic. So for this one, he didn't use a lot of bells and whistles, and it's a prime example of what I talk about on this channel a lot in movies, where less is more. So the main character in this found footage series is actually likable, which is really different because in a lot of times found footage movies, the characters aren't likable at all. This guy is genuinely, believable as somebody that is pursuing to see if ghosts are real and all this good stuff. What I like about this series, though, as it goes on, is that not only is he trying to prove that the paranormal is real, but he also ends up trying to solve a mystery, a real life mystery where, there was murders back in the day and this house is haunted and the ghosts are trying to communicate with them so they could find their bodies and have them essentially rest in peace. Now, it's funny because this movie was made, or these movies are made so good to the fact that less is completely more with this. And we talk about this a lot on my channel, but I have to say this modern film series is perfect to go with what I say with less is more, right? So we're just following one guy, and of course there's banging for the ghosts, and the story is actually absolutely decent. You're actually paying attention to what's going on in the background in the series, which is really cool because with him, the times that you think that the jump scares are going to happen, they actually don't happen. So it actually has you looking in the background, like I said, but also paying attention to the story so you could put the puzzle pieces together alongside him. Now, there's this really cool scene where he's at this house and all the time he gets this call at like 2 something in the morning all the time, and you find yourself paying attention to what the spirit is saying so you could put the pieces together and figure out alongside him. So because of this, the character being likable, pulling you in, it's kind of immersive in a way because you're kind of rooting for him to figure out everything. And, it's kind of weird because the first one is labeled like a documentary, but I don't really get a documentary feel from this. I found it clearly found footage. However, this series is so well done that I have actually seen in my research where like paranormal debunkers have actually taken the time to try to debunk this series. So, A plus to the filmmaker for that, because it's clear that this is a found footage movie, to me at least. So if you have seen this series, did you feel like it was a true documentary or did you get the found footage vibe from it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it if you are a big fan of found footage. Now, what I really like about this is each part continues so well. We get added little bits and pieces of information. He also, has other people playing these characters, and it does set up kind of like a documentary. I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame the debunkers for trying to see it in that manner because he just does such a great job making this feel as real as possible, right? And what is more scarier than being pulled into something where it feels real? Like, I'm not gonna lie, this series actually had the hair on my arms sticking up a little bit because you were paying attention. And so, like, when the jump scares did happen, you generally got a little spook, which is awesome. I have been craving that for a long time because not many films can do that to me. So props to that. I have to say, Spooky Fam, my friends, I will probably rate this a 9 out of 10 Spooky Fam points, which is shocking for a more modernish film, right? Because we're kind of into the older stuff over here. However, the execution of this series is chef's kiss. So I definitely think that you guys would definitely enjoy this. I'm unsure if I could show this series on a movie night. However, I will be reaching out to the creator to see if we could at least show the one that is available for free on a stream without any problems. That would be a really fun movie night, I think, if I could pull that off, but I'm not making any promises. But yeah, absolutely check this out. 9 out of 10 Spookyfam points for me. Has everything you need. Great music to pull you in. Okay, we have a lot of emotional piano that hits at the right spots, so it brings like this humanity to this found footage. So, you know, it's tugging at your emotional strings as you're putting these pieces together. You feel bad for the spirits. Um, it's really interesting to watch and put everything together. And I don't want to spoil too much because I do think you guys need to check it out. I saw it on Amazon. I went ahead and rented 2 through 8, and why not? It's cheap, it's affordable, and you're also supporting the filmmaker for that. I know the first one is free, so definitely check it out on Amazon. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And in the comments down below, what film should we check out next? And yeah, I want to also announce that Gilboy will be joining me sometimes on these Chamber of Horror episodes where we discuss horror films and all that good stuff, from the writing to the special effects to everything in between, and I'm happy to have him join the channel. He will also start being a panelist on our Chamber of Horrors lives that we do every Saturday night starting June 1st. So in the description box down below you will see his YouTube channel, so Spookyfam, please give him a sub and show him that you are, you know, excited to have him join the show. And without further ado, I am gonna go get some, you know, lunch, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.